Hello everyone, my name is John Souki and I'm coming to you from Strata Recording Studios, and today we're going to be looking at the toneforge Ben Bruce Amp Sim by Joey Sturgis Tones. Let's dive right in. Before we get started, let's take a listen to what this plugin can do on the mix. Okay, so before we dive any deeper on what I'm doing with these tracks, let's go ahead and take a look at the interface. So over here, you have 6 different windows. We're currently on the amp window. If you go to the channel selector, you can choose between the lead and the clean channel. So that's what your clean looks like. Go back, we can go to lead, and you have your traditional controls, which would be gain, bass, mid, treble, presence, and your overall output. Over here, we still have your channel switcher, and we also have an overdrive that sits in front of the amp. Over here, we have a cabinet selector with 4 different mic choices. And for the purpose of our video, we're using the built-in JST cabinet IR, but you can also select your own IR cabinet if you like. Over here, we have your effects window, and we have 3 different effects to choose from. You have a delay, a rotary, and a reverb. That's where your stereo delay looks like. You have your rotary over here, nice and simple. And you have your reverb. If we move on over to the EQ section, you have a full parametric EQ. And over here you have your limiter. So we're going to go ahead and take a listen to a couple of introductory clips here on the song, just the DI signal bypassing the processing. Okay, so we bring this back on. So for that clip, these are our amp settings over here. We have the gain a good little bit up. Our bass, mid, and treble all sitting really nicely as well. And these controls are very active, so you have a lot of flexibility with how you want to shape your tone. And then we also added some delay to it. And we added some reverb as well. So now let's take a listen to our rhythm tracks. We're also going to go ahead and bypass the plugin. This is what they sound like without. And then if we bring him back in. So yeah, it's a really tight sound that we have going on. These are our current amp settings here. So we got a really nice tight sound, especially with this double tracked rhythm guitar. It all stacks really well. And then when you play it back, whole mix, it just sounds incredible. Now let's take a look at our guitar solo track. We'll bypass the processor, and here it is. So again, really amazing the broad range of tones that we can get from all these controls. For this one, we kicked up the overdrive. We changed the amp settings only ever so slightly. And then we added some delay and some reverb for a little bit of space. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to the harmony tracks that we have here. We will solo those. Bypass the plugin as well. So now we're just going to play the DI signal. We'll bring the plugin back in. So as you can hear, we got a little more playful with the reverb and the delay. We wanted something a little more spacey, something a little more atmospheric, just to kind of break the song dynamically up a bit. And once again, just the controls on it, the effects, the whole range of parameters that we have available to us with this Ben Bruce plugin is really amazing. Very versatile plugin. And now we're going to go ahead and listen to it in the entire context of the mix. Okay, so to wrap it up, I'm very happy with this plugin. I think it's a very versatile and useful tool. We had a lot of fun using it and putting it on these DI tracks. It brought the mix to life, and our guitar tones are just mean. They're super tight, and we can't recommend the plugin enough. So I would like to thank Jackson Ward for lending his talents with the drums and also for assisting with the mix. I'd like to thank Joey Sturgis and his team over at JST Tones for letting us have this plugin to test drive. And until next time, y'all take care.